Last year, I hoped to find other Asian booktubers based in the UK. I searched here, there, over here, and there. Alas, I did not succeed in my mission. However, this year, I will search once more for my people. I will venture out and find my tribe. Never mind. Back on the internet we go. Truly, no one told you life was gonna be this way. So hello and welcome to the 2020 Asian Readathon. The Asian Readathon is a reading marathon created by the very wonderful, amazing Read with Cindy.
Bitch, what fucking plot? Where is it? Where's the fucking plot? You look me in the eye right now and you tell me what the fuck kind of plot there was.
It's to encourage people to read books by Asian authors and or featuring Asian characters, because we're kinda not really that mainstream. It takes place throughout May because that is the Asian and Pacific Islander American Heritage Month. You can probably tell by my accent that I'm not American, but this is a readathon for everyone to get everyone reading Asian books, which is what we want. We want to see more of, and we love to see it. For those of you who don't know, I'm Christy Koo. I am Hong Kong born, London based. I'm a poet, writer and performer, and I have been on BookTube for a while, and my biggest struggle is finding other Asian booktubers or even just Asian YouTubers who are in the UK. So if you are out there, I beg you, please get in contact. I am so lonely. I have been looking for years, literal years. Please be my friend. I promise you, I'm very nice. The world's a bit rubbish, a disaster, hellhole, truly the worst timeline in the multiverse, particularly for us Asians. Even though all viruses start somewhere, this virus in particular has been linked to one country and one set of people who look like us. And apparently we're supposed to take all the blame and responsibility and all that awful stuff, which is why it's more important than ever to have like communities and spaces and things like this to bring us together and to celebrate us and unite us as a group and a community across the world. Cindy, bless her heart, has made this year's challenge much simpler because we're all in lockdown. We ain't gonna be getting books so easy. We all are under financial restraints. I am restricted to what is on my shelves. I can't be going out buying new books, and I don't want to be putting a strain on the postal service to bring books to me, and also putting unnecessary financial pressure on myself. So I'm restricted to whatever is on my bookshelves. Luckily, I have more books by Asian authors than I anticipated. So there are 5 challenges, but you don't have to do all of them. You can do whichever ones you want or which ones you're able to. Number 1, read any book by an Asian author. It's that simple. It's amazing. The book I've chosen for this category is The Art of War by Sun Tzu, because I want to learn how to crush my enemies. So over 2,000 years ago, Sun Tzu wrote this book. He was a Chinese military strategist and a general, I believe. According to Wikipedia, he was born in 544 BC. Apparently this book has really influenced a lot of military thinking, and also like big CEOs and business sharks and whatnot read it to kind of like learn how to take down their enemies and become an effective leader. And you know, if all these like Wall Street bros are reading it, listen, you can't be taking our literature and using it against people like me. So I'm gonna read it and I'm gonna come back at ya. It has a lot of insights on leadership, on attacking and defending, and just like a very influential book on strategy. Like, it's very concerning how many people in business read this and kind of treat business as warfare and then use these teachings to kind of crush people. So it's good to like understand what they're trying to use against you and also reclaim our literature. Second challenge: read a book featuring an Asian character or written by an Asian author who you can relate to. This was an interesting one because I've always felt like I've struggled to find an Asian author that I can relate to who is Hong Kong born, Chinese, based in the UK. Like, throughout my life, like I'm in my mid-20s now, it has been extremely hard to find anyone like me in day-to-day life, let alone on the bookshelves where authors are not like me. However, I found I own this book. I have no idea where it came from. Maybe it just materialized. It is I Am China by Xiaolu Guo. So Xiaolu Guo was born in China, not Hong Kong. However, she has lived in London, specifically London, not just the UK, for 10 years, according to the like prologue bio bit. It follows the story of this person who is translating a Chinese letter between two lovers, and she wants to use her work to try and bring them back together. Don't really know a huge amount about it. I like going into books like blind, but she's been listed as one of Granta's best young British novelists, which is like a huge deal. Also, well done on getting that. That's amazing. Represent, yes. We love to see it. Challenge number 3, read a book featuring an Asian character or written by an Asian author who is different from you. So, not sponsored, but I was sent this by Profile Books Limited. It's called Minor Feelings, A Reckoning on Race and the Asian Condition by Kathy Park Hong. Kathy Park Hong is a Korean-American poet. She also does some journalism work, and this is her collection of essays. Apparently it's very autobiographical, and it focuses on the minor feeling of feeling like you are a minority and internalizing that feeling of identity politics and having a lot of shame about who you are, how you're not supposed to talk about race or racism, but then as an Asian American and therefore the other, you kind of have to. She has a different experience from me, like growing up as a Korean American in America, whereas I've grown up as a Hong Kong person in the UK. I reckon there'll be a lot of like similarities and crossovers in thoughts and feelings and emotions, so I imagine it's going to be a bit of a tough read, but I do look forward to delving into this, particularly as kind of reading books like this, it can help you kind of name and put into words feelings of like discomfort and those kind of feelings that just feel a bit wrong but you don't know how to articulate. There's a real power to writing about them. Also, just a bonus one, I've read this before but I want you guys to read it as well. This is Soft Science by Franny Choi. She is a queer Korean American poet, and it's such a beautiful collection. It's incredible. I'm gonna reread it again for this month, but it's actually just stunning. It's emotional. I'm just making noises because I can't really express into words how beautiful this book is. It incorporates science and the cyborg and the female body and physics and space stuff, and just it's I need to stop making that noise. But it's honestly so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I came across her work because someone showed me one of her poems, which was Introduction to Quantum Theory, and I kid you not, I'm not just being dramatic, I nearly cried there and then reading that poem because it's so I'll read you just a short bit just to give you like a tiny taster and to convince you to get this book whenever you can, because times are hard. But I highly recommend her so much. This is Introduction to Quantum Theory. There are only so many parallel universes that concern us. In one, he isn't dead. In another, you drink light with your hands all winter. There is a universe in which no one is lying emptied in the street as the gas station burns. A universe in which our mothers never learned to wrap their bones in each small grief they found. Please check out Franny Choi's work. I love her so much. Challenge number 4 is to read a book recommended by an Asian. The very lovely Cindy recommended The Boat SBS, which is a webcomic, and I've chosen to just go for that option that she's recommended us. Like, I'm not particularly bothered about like, oh, I'm just being like lazy. I'm not gonna be able to get anything my Asian friends would recommend that isn't accessible on my bookshelf, so I needed something that's very easily accessible to me, and having this free, amazingly beautifully animated audio graphic novel experience is amazing, and I'm really looking forward to looking into this because it's stunning. Thank you, Cindy, for the recommendation. There is a bonus challenge. I personally won't be doing it, but if you want to, read Little Fires Everywhere by Celeste Ng and participate in the hashtag Little Fires Read Along and hashtag Little Fires Watch Along. I'll put the dates and information in the description. Also, I'll link to the main 2020 Asian Readathon document for anyone who wants it and needs it. So if you want to join in on that challenge, it's there for you. So that's my reading list for the Asian Readathon 2020. I am notorious for never uploading videos on time, or just basically there being a huge delay between recording and uploading, but I will be recording and posting a wrap-up video at the end of this readathon. If you're an Asian booktuber coming across this, hello! Please say hi and connect with me. I want to see more of my people, please, I beg you. If you are an Asian booktuber based in the UK, please get in contact with me and say hi. I have been on this platform for 4 years, and I don't think I've come across another Asian booktuber. It has been very isolating. It's almost been half a decade, particularly for these literal isolation time. We really gotta come together. If you want to say hi, please leave a comment, because I do read and respond to pretty much every single person. Get in touch with me across the social medias. I have the same handle at Kukadoodles across everything, and hopefully this year I will find my people. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!